Welcome back to the 6th Sittingbourne and Kemsley Light Railway podcast. In part 5, we will be looking at the railway's public operations last October to celebrate 40 years of public trains. Due to the continued closure of Milton Regis Viaduct, trains operated between Kemsley Down and Milton Regis Asda Halt. Let's visit the engine shed at Kemsley Down, where Melior was being prepared for the day. It takes a lot of work to get a steam locomotive ready for a busy day. There's cleaning to be done. The fire has to boil the water to produce steam to power the locomotive. Moving parts need to be lubricated. More cleaning needs to be done, and this all takes time and manpower. Once Melior has a fine head of steam, she is shunted onto the train. Usually the locomotive is positioned at the front of the train, but because of the lack of point work at Milton Regis Asda Halt, the first train has to be pushed all the way. Barton Hall, which you can see being cleaned in the background, was also pressed into service to allow steam operation in one direction and diesel in the other, as all passenger trains must be locomotive hauled. At Milton Regis Asda Halt, the booking office coach, which is coach 641, the bar car, was left at the short platform. Then the train was pulled forward to the refurbished long platform, which was originally constructed when Milton Regis Viaduct was closed during the 1990s. As the train pulls out of Milton Regis Asda Halt, we can see Melior is pulling Bowalter Brake Coach 657, Open Coach 626, Coach 659 named George Stickler, and Coach 647. Melior arrives at Kemsley Down. The first and second trains of the day were hauled by Melior between Milton Regis Asda Halt and Kemsley Down, the third and fourth by Barton Hall. In the opposite direction, Barton Hall only pulled the one train a day. Here she is waiting to leave Kemsley Down. The station master has shown the driver the token and given him a unique ticket for the single line. I will explain more on signalling and operations in another podcast. On arrival at Milton Regis Asda Halt, the station master phones the station master at Kemsley Down to confirm that the train has arrived and that the loco can leave Kemsley Down to take the train away. Melior approaches the end of the single line to take the train back to Kemsley Down. Back at Kemsley Down, Melior runs around the train to make her first trip to Milton Regis Asda Halt at this end of the train. From the next trip, Melior leads the train to Milton Regis Asda Halt and had to wait for Barton Hall to take the train back to Kemsley Down, which is where we came in during the introduction to this part.